Think about it. There's some logic behind that one.
Sure. I mean, the people on the side of the criticism camp, they've got some funny jokes pulling out of the pocket. But let me come back to you with my second point as well. I also want to make it known that this tweet, this marketing gimmick, whether other people might think is a marketing blunder or not, this is not the first quote-unquote rodeo the Ledger has been through. 2 years ago, they came out with this collaboration with Fendi. Fendi, which is a luxury bag or luxury, I guess, clothing house. They teamed up with them in producing like this customized USB or case for the Ledger Nano wallet, right? Which is also able to be, I guess, connected or chained on to a Fendi bag, right? So what I'm saying here is that this is all part of Ledger's MO, right? This is their mantra. This is the culture that they want to give off. And I think that the culture that they're trying to protrude is of the characteristics of being hip, trendy, with an urban style, some elements of hip hop in there that no one else in crypto is doing, I think. And I think this is an awesome strategy to tap into a certain demographic that maybe crypto has not really tried to explore more of, right? Ledger, they've, over the past year or 2 years, they had Snoop Dogg sport a custom gold Ledger wallet chained around his neck at some WWE event. They've had the likes of Mike Shinoda and athletes become brand ambassadors, which is part of their, what they call the Ledger Pro team, right? Last year, I want to show you this picture as well. This year, they had a rapper by the name of Gunna wore a custom Ledger Nano X, engraved or encrusted with white gold little studs around the necklace as well, and on the Ledger Nano. So, look, this is, Ledger is trying to do something cool, and I think to the haters and critics out there that they're succeeding on this front, right? They're tapping into that cool urban hip hop segment that other crypto projects are not doing, right? And that segment as well also encapsulate a certain demographic that I think crypto, for the most part, they don't really try to venture into, or there's not much kind of representation from other crypto projects side. So, whatever people want to say about this and whatnot, it's been working for Ledger, right? It's been working since since when they first came out with the Fendi collaboration, and now with this, right? They are becoming the crypto project that is becoming more mainstream. We all talk about being mainstream, right? Well, how do we make this more mainstream? Making crypto a lot more tangible, or in a way, making it look cooler in the, in real life reality space that we live in, rather than in the digital space.
Okay, yeah. You make some good points. However, I just want to clarify something. You mentioned that crypto is not really incorporating or hasn't really ventured into this sort of like hip hop and like trendy space. And presumably the demographic breakdown of those of participants of these spaces would be generally like millennials, Gen Zs, right? However, the thing is, the vast majority of crypto holders are these people. Like over 94% of crypto holders in the world are millennials and Gen Zs combined. So like crypto is very much a younger generation phenomenon. And it's slowly progressing towards older generations. I think that's the trend we've seen in the past, especially after the whole NFT seasons, right? After it blew up, it's just all young people's game.
Yeah.
Right?
If I can interrupt, and I apologize. The NFTs, right? Look at the NFT trend alone that blew up in 2021, going into 2022, right? The NFT PFPs were a huge hit. It made people basically change their profile pictures on social media platforms across all platforms into whatever NFT that they want to show off, right? Whether it be, apes or cats or punks or whatnot. Isn't doing that as well publicizing that you are a crypto bro and that you are perhaps, have some kind of value in crypto?
1,000%.
How is that different than wearing it on your neck or wearing it as an accessory as part of your outfit of the day?
There is a huge difference. First of all, the NFT projects themselves do not have the onus to protect users from like phishing attacks or scams, because these are the things outside of their prerogative, right? What like their whole product is NFTs, right? Whatever you do with those NFTs exists outside of the realm of their control. Ledger is a crypto infrastructure company. They're selling tools with which you interact with the crypto space and to safeguard your asset. And now they're advocating this use of this critical piece of hardware in a, for lack of a better word, rather frivolous and frankly a little bit irresponsible manner. I think it's not unfair to say that this is their onus. They have a burden to sort of educate and sort of push crypto adopters and crypto users towards a path of safety and responsibility, and educating them on best practices. And frankly, I don't think putting your crypto wallet around your neck is very responsible at all.
So are you trying to say that either you, me, or anyone else out there, young people, should we not wear nice jewelry anymore? Should we not put on our Rolexes? Should we not allow our girls or females to wear Fendi bags, LV belts, right? Should we not wear any kind of luxury accessory that we want to wear that is part of the fabric that you want to that give off to people, right? Everyone has an identity, especially in the Western world, right? Everybody wants to express themselves.
Sure.
A lot of things that people wear outside have a lot of value, which also indicates that they are this kind of person. This is the same argument that I'm making with the Ferrari car, right? If you can afford a Ferrari car, most people would want to drive it around in public. So are you saying that, is it too dangerous to be driving around in a, not Ferrari, but a BMW, a Mercedes, right? There was once a time where people said it was, or there was once a time when our parents would tell us to not get into a stranger's car, right? We do this every day now with Uber, right?
Sure.
And the likes of Uber, Lyft, right? Whatnot.
You know why? Because there are safety rails. There are regulations. These companies have to comply. There are background checks on the drivers, right? These are the rules of society that we must all live by so that we can do these things. We can get into a stranger's car because we know we will be okay.
Should we not stay at a stranger's home, right? In a foreign country instead of staying at a hotel, a la Airbnb?
Again, there are safety rails, right?
Look, I think, okay, so the past 10 or 20 years, technology has, I would say, made us a little bit more liberal and trustworthy of people outside of our network. Right? So, like what I said before, right? Uber has made us more comfortable with just using your app, finding somebody to pick you up, getting in their car, and getting dropped off. Airbnb has allowed us to stay at complete strangers' homes in a foreign country, right? I mean, that 20 years ago, that would have been like mistakenly a huge mistake for anyone, right? Also, as well, hold on.
Sorry, I just want to quickly comment. Are you using the cases of Uber and Airbnb to justify or to imply that societal trust is increasing and that like crime is decreasing and that like nowadays people are just so friendly with one another and trusting of one another that we can just, you know, lavishly flaunt our wealth in front of strangers without batting an eye.
Well,
is that kind of your argument here?
There are some people that do that, right?
Sure.
And I would say the majority of people who do that are, for the most part, safe in a way where they've never been a victim of criminal attacks or anything. Sure, you'll see the reports of, you know, online of people maybe getting mugged, right? And so on and so forth. But I would say most people who go out and try to flaunt whatever they want to flaunt are completely safe.
It's funny. Okay, it's funny you bring this up because
it's the same. Okay, I also want to make a point of security and protection too, right? Home protection. I think I brought this up to you before as well. Just think about your own home, your own apartment. Tell me, how easily would it be for somebody to get into your home and rob you or just murder you?
Oh, very easily.
Exactly.
Very easily.
Yeah.
I have no qualms about that. But the thing is, I'm not like publicly, you know, handing out my address to whatever person I meet on the street.
Do you know how prevalent your private information is online?
Sure, online.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but this is in person. Here, I have a Guardian article I want to kind of share with you. The title is "Crypto Muggings: Thieves in London Target Digital Investors by Taking Phones." And in this article, it was published about a year ago. And in this article, it kind of lists several anecdotes of people reporting to the London police where they were sort of mugged or coerced or, you know, blackmailed into giving up their phone. And the assailants or gangs eventually drained their account, right, of crypto. And one of the common thread or one of the lessons we can draw from this is that crypto is a hot topic right now, and it has been for the past 10 years. A lot of people have caught on to it, including criminals. This is something people are looking for, right? It's a new way to commit crimes, or it's a new category of crimes: physical crypto theft or robbery, right? People look for people who look rich, who look like they would be investing, or if they overhear a conversation in a bar where people are talking about crypto, or in the case of Ledger, if they see someone wearing a Ledger hardware wallet around their necks, you're going to be targeted. You're going to be followed, and it is. I'm not saying it's going to happen every time, but I'm saying there's a higher probability that you would run into these unfortunate situations. Like, for example, this dude in London, he was vomiting under a bridge when a mugger forced him to unlock his phone with a fingerprint and changed his security setting and stole £30,000 worth of crypto. This guy was just vomiting under a bridge. He's not even wearing the ledger and he was still being targeted. It's because these things have become so prevalent and crypto is such a hot button issue right now. People are going out of their way to get their hands on crypto. And so I think it's a very unfortunate choice of timing to be doing this right now. Maybe in 10 years when things have